Just the excitement level of playing your first game here at home, Stanbaugh Stadium, the excitement of the home opener here, playing here from the home fans.
I can't wait. I've been thinking about this ever since I committed here. I knew all about the tradition of Youngstown State, and I knew all about stadium and how passionate the fans are and how much they care about it, care about football here at Youngstown. So it's going to be awesome. I mean, I can't wait. So.
What are some of the positives that you can bring from what you guys did offensively on the road last weekend, and what do you bring into this home opener?
Oh, I mean, we did a pretty good job moving the ball up and down the field on them against a pretty solid Big Ten football team. We just kept shooting ourselves in the foot. The offensive line blocked great. The running backs ran well. The receivers did a pretty solid job. Now I think the receiving core as a group, we need to block a little better, and we need to, the little things we need to shape up. But there was a lot of positives coming out. But we got to stop shooting ourselves in the foot. We have to finish. We left our defense out to dry, so we're going to change that this Saturday.
Is that one of the things when you look back at it, most of the mistakes are correctable?
Oh, very correctable. Just a lot of little things, little minor mistakes, and we know we can fix them.
Christian, the level of competition, you go from playing a Big Ten school down to a Division I AA non-scholarship. I mean, the level of competition drops. How do you stay away from letting that?
We go in every week thinking the opponent, is the same opponent, or every week the competition gets better. That's all mental up in here. You can't let them. All right, we played Michigan State last week. Now we're playing Valpo. Because if you start thinking like that, you might come out a little bit flat. You might take the game a little light. But you can't do that. Every week you gotta go in thinking you're playing a tougher competition every week.
You seem pretty upbeat about what happened on Friday night, although you didn't win the game as a team. Would you classify this group as a confident group heading into week number 2, you think?
Oh, we're very confident. No, I mean, we're going to be confident every week regardless of what happens. But after what happened, we see what we're capable of doing. We saw, little mistakes. If we wouldn't have made them little mistakes, it could have been, we lost 20-6. It might have been the other way around, us having more points and maybe coming out with a victory. So we're very confident in what we can do.
What was your mindset going in? You're in high school 3 months ago, and now you're playing at Sparta Stadium.
All week I was preparing myself for the game, the underdog role, that sort of thing. Me against the world. Everyone thinks I can't do it, this and that. But I just sort of, I don't know. On the way there, I just hit this confidence that nothing's going to stop me, this and that, and I fully expected though to step on the field, my heart to be pounding. For me to start shaking a little bit that first play, but it didn't happen. I was so excited out there on Friday night. Warm-ups, I was too pumped. I was dropping everything in pregame. So a couple of the coaches had to tell me to calm down. So, but now that I got that under my belt, I'm ready to go. I'm not looking back from now on.
Is that a testament though to preparation and being ready to go out and execute what you need to do?
Oh yes, no doubt.
Did it help that you were pretty successful early? They got you the ball early, and you kind of.
Yeah, and once I got that first catch under my belt, I was like, okay, all right, I can do this. I can compete. We can compete with these guys, and I know I definitely can. So once I got that down, I was ready to go.
Christian, how would you describe yourself as a receiver? Do you try to emulate anyone or look up to anyone as a receiver? Or?
I mean, there's a lot of guys I look up to. My favorite receiver is Deshaun Jackson. Now I don't think I fit his mold. He's a little too fast. I don't know who I compare myself as. I mean, you look at my body type, and the way I am, you probably say, all right, he's a slot. But I mean, I'm playing a lot more outside now. I sort of possess a possession receiver type quality to me, considering even though my size, you would think slot. I do have a little quickness to me also, but I'm not the fastest. So I don't know. I don't know who I would emulate my gameplay off of. So I just go out there and try and play the best I can.
What type of atmosphere and game do you expect Saturday?
I expect there to be a lot of people here Saturday. I mean, because after they seen what we're capable of doing from Friday night, I think that there should be a lot of people here. It should be packed, a lot of excitement, and we should do some good things.
What do you know about Valpo? What have you seen from their defense?
Well, we know they're going to give us cover 2 shell, really, all game. They're not as up in our face as far as the cornerbacks go. They're not as up on us like Michigan State was. They're going to be back, 5 to 8 yards pretty much every play. The safeties stay back. They're not going to really be flying up as much either as far as the safeties go. So as far as I think blocking goes, we got to really get in there and get physical with them, because I think they're going to be a little bit more softer. So we get in there and get physical with them, we can really set the tone early on.
How were you able to come in here and talk? You know, a few of the players said that you just picked everything up here, the playbook, everything so quick. How can you do that?
Well, I sort of consider myself a football junkie. Everything I do is football, 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 which can be a bad thing when it comes to school. But once I got that playbook, boom, I was in the playbook. I studied it, and I learned the plays inside and out. And then we went out for a 7-on-7. I think it was the second day I was here in the summer. And, one of the receivers, Eli Ducatel, pulled me aside, and he taught me the signals. And I caught on to it right there. And then we had another 7-on-7, and after that, everything. Once they would throw it out one time, and I knew it right after that. Once I see it, I can just remember it. When it comes to football, I love learning the stuff. I'm a student of the game, so I learn stuff easy.